Hey everybody, this is Mparent again. I've got a cool little tool that I built in Excel and I want to share it with you. This was something that I made for an HR department. So in human resources, they oftentimes have to communicate very specific information, sometimes confidential and private information, to individuals, but they have to do it at a very large scale. So how do you send private individuals customized information, but you have to send it to every director in the company? So you've got a mailing list of hundreds, if not thousands of people. This is something that's small enough where the communications department of the organization um, didn't have a hand in it, and also because there's HR information, personal information in it. Oftentimes, human resources doesn't want to bring in an extra party like communications to do the distribution. So what I did is I built an tool that automates this process, so that if the mailing list is, several thousand people long, you don't have to have somebody sitting there at the keyboard hitting enter, hitting submit, hitting send several times. So just to start, I want to show you what the email looks like. If I hit send emails here, real quick, if I hit send emails, it produces this in Outlook. So Excel is talking to Microsoft Outlook, so you need to have an Outlook client set up. And then you can see here that I've got this specific out email. Of course, it's dummy. My domain is not actually myemail.com. You have my name as the to. It's somebody's being copied on it. I've got a subject line associated with it. I'm attaching files to it, and then I've got a nice greeting as well as body text. And I've actually customized every part of this email, and I can also customize it to every individual I want to send it to, whether it's the greeting, the body of the email, or the attachment name. So I want to show you kind of how this works and kind of the nuts and bolts of it. Here what I have is just a table, and this has all of my variables that the emailer is going to take in. Here I'm denoting that I've got a primary email, I've got the name of the person associated with that primary email, and then if there's anybody being copied on it as well, I'm copying that. I also have an attachment here, and this is telling, it's telling Outlook, attach this document. This also has to have a file or an attachment path here. It's just a little technical, but essentially I have to tell Microsoft Windows in this case where my file is at. And the way I do that is one, by having where the file is saved at, and then I can save all kinds of different files with different names and associate them with an email and with a name in that same file, and then Outlook will know to associate it with them. So it's kind of a really cool trick to get all kinds of customized attachments onto an email. You may have also seen that at the very beginning it gave me an error code, and the reason it gave me an error code is because I actually didn't check it. So I built in all kinds of fail-safes into this program, because the last thing that you want is you want to be, at number 500 on your email list, and then something breaks, and then okay, where did it leave off? I wasn't paying attention. I've sent 499 emails. Did those go through? So in order to alleviate all of those risks and all of those pain points, I've put a lot of fail-safes into the process at first. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Here I've changed this to test2.txt. And you'll see if I check that attachment, it says, nope, I can't find that in this path. So it helps to make sure, and of course I won't be able to send the emails now if I can't locate all of those attachments that I was looking for. So then again, if I change it back to test1 and I run it, now I'm all set and I can submit the email again. A couple other parameters just to show you how it works. That's kind of the bulk of it, but I've got another field here to put in my email subject. It says generic test email, and you saw that when I clicked the emails, sure enough, it sent it out. Over here, I also kind of had just kind of an interesting way to approach the greeting. So sometimes you want to say hello, sometimes you just want to say a name, and other times you want to say, Dear Michael. Sometimes you don't want a greeting at all. So what this little box here does is just essentially selects that greeting for you. So here, no greeting, I'm number 4. And however you want to customize it, you can go ahead and do that. Here I'm just using my name, Michael. And then finally, this is where I would put the text of the email. All you have to do is type the text into this object box, and Excel is going to identify that and bring it over into Outlook. The final thing in this little application is my safety. So this invention has come out of accidentally hitting hitting send before I was actually ready to send. I was wanting to test it, and when I did that, I would send several hundred emails to the wrong person, or it wasn't set up correctly. So this is a really important part of it, and essentially I have active and I have test. And I'm going to keep it in test mode so I'm not sending all of these dummy emails. But essentially, in test mode, when I do this, I changed things around, so I have to recheck the attachments. When I send this in text mode, it automatically displays up on my desktop here. When it's in active mode, it won't display at all. It'll just shoot them out, and you don't even have to worry about looking at them and hitting send. It's doing that automatically for you. So again, it's kind of a cool little down and dirty tool to help a very specific work group, but I think it has broader implications for a lot of other people who are broadly communicating, sending promotions, doing what have you. And it's really no frills. There's no additional software needed. You just need to set up Excel to talk to Outlook, and then this little application will do all the heavy lifting for you. So if you're interested in learning more, I do have demos out there, not just a demo like a video, but I do have trial sheets that you can try out for free, see how you like the tool. And if you want to talk about customizing something, or you like the tool as is, please let me know.